The governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
All over the world. Let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together, we restore it.
The delegitimization of the Nigerian government within Biafra land has started. It has started with full force. This delegitimization is coupled with the self-defense, making sure our women and children are not killed anymore, making sure our women and children and elderly people don't pay the price of being one Nigeria, making sure that no genocide is being committed without resistance. We were told that the Nigeria terrorist state is about to conduct election in Imo State. And I want to make it very clear on this day that Biafra people will never allow Nigeria anymore to validate any government within Biafra land. Biafra people are not going to allow Nigeria to conduct the election in Imo State. But I have a message for the people of Biafra. The result of this coming election in Imo State has been reaching by Hope Uzodinma, and they have paid INEC. And INEC has a copy of that result. So it does not matter whether there is an election or whether there is no election. Hope Uzodinma is already there. He has the result written. But what we want to prove to the world is that there will be no election in Imo State, and they are still going to call Hope Uzodinma as the winner. And even if election takes place in Imo State, they are still going to call Hope Uzodinma as the winner. So for that reason, we want to prove to the world that first, never validate the evil entity called Nigeria, the fraudulent entity called Nigeria. There is no election taking place in Nigeria. We have seen it in the general election. We have seen it in the other election this year. And just the general election, presidential election, the court ruled who becomes the president. It is not by the court. It is not by democratic process. There is nothing like democratic process in Nigeria. And I want the Biafrans to understand that you don't forget how Hope Uzodinma became the governor of the state. It was by court. They controlled the court. They paid the judges. In the coming judgment of the 5th of December, I came publicly to announce that we have knowledge and intel that the judges have collected 1.2 billion naira each in order to shift the date of the judgment between Hope Uzodinma and Ihedioha to the 5th of December, so that by then they have done their selection in November 11. I made that particular exposition on our official Twitter handle, and yesterday it was public. So what I'm telling you now is that there is nothing going on in Nigeria that we do not know. Every Biafran anywhere in Nigeria is a true Biafran, and they don't want Nigeria, but many of them are scared of getting killed.
Salute all Biafrans from all over the world. Today is the 5th of November 2023. And Nigeria is singing. They are singing more than you could ever think of. I'll be back, but let's listen to our Prime Minister's message.
Good afternoon once again, fellow Biafrans. Sorry for the breaking transmissions. We are back, and our Prime Minister is here with us, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Ambassador Mazi Simon Ekpa Mejirubuago, the name that Nigerian government is very, very scared of each time it is mentioned. You're welcome to our space this very afternoon, morning, or night. We are discussing the Biafran de facto government as the most powerful tools to delegitimize Nigeria. And in the other space, which ended a few minutes ago, I led a very fantastic background on the processes, on what we have gained, and where we are going as regards to the formation of the de facto government homeland. Then the Biafran Helsinki Declarations, which is our now official constitutions of the Republic of Biafra, which also empowered us to the formation of the Biafran military, the Air Force, the Biafran Army, the Naval, and the Coast Guard. And so many other things it has empowered us to do, to include the establishment of the de facto government in homeland with 32 states and a capital territory. This and more you must know, as our Prime Minister is here, and to the glory of Chukwu Kika Biama, each of the states have an administrator as it is enlisted. The same thing I said before, that this time has person it is called for or anointed for this very particular period. And I said the state structures, most of the states were prepared even before the resolution of Wazirike's agitation for Biafra, and it was never given to him. And our indefatigable leader, Maznamdi Kanu, came in. He is never aware of the states of Biafra, that we have such, and even the maps of Biafra, current maps of Biafra. And it is in these very dispositions that, let me use the word of those who are lost in the struggle, who lost because of envy and jealousy, those who could not see the light of the day, those who want to turn our agitation into a career means of survival. They will say that in Finland. It is only that in Finland that they saw and hand it over to him, that this is the state structure of Biafra, because they know this is the man that has the right mindset for Biafran restoration. Our ambassador is here, the ambassador of peace, and I'm telling you, everything is working together for our good. The more they call us terrorists, the more the world recognizes us as a very peaceful people. We are only fighting for self-preservation. And you cannot fight self-preservation without self-defense. We have not gone to Abuja to attack them, neither Kaduna or Lagos. We are defending our land from invaders. We have every constitutional backup, even to the Janjaweed. Their constitution back it up, self-defense, and that's what we are doing. Every Prime Minister, I give you the microphone. You can pick it up and speak to the good people of Biafra. They are here and they are listening. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Success. Thank you very much for inviting me to this space this afternoon. I welcome all of you, Biafrans, listeners, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen of the press that may be listening to this particular space today or may listen to it later on. Welcome every one of you. This is the 5th day of November, 2023, and this is Sunday. As we are making progress, of course, a lot of things are happening, and sometimes it is very important that we come and put probability where capability is, addressing those issues and challenges that we are facing on the quest for the liberation of Biafra. I want to thank everyone who has been up and working up to this point, the members of the cabinet of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and the de facto government, administratives, executives, and those working groups and committees. As you all can see, the de facto government has been activated, and we are in the phase of setting up a very formidable government, executives of the de facto government. This is one of the most difficult phases, I would say, in the freedom of Biafra. And of course, whatever that is happening now, or whatever that is going on now, is something that is expected to happen. The de facto government is a structure that will witness a lot of tribulation, a lot of ups and downs, and the ability to fix those tribulation and up and downs will determine how far we will go in a very short while. The executives of the 32 states of Biafra and Ebube have done a very good job. The cabinet of the de facto government, the cabinet of the exile government, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, also have done a very tremendous job. And of course, the chief of staff, who have been running up and down 247. I really appreciate her for her doggedness up to this point. Having observed what has been going on in the creation of the different state WhatsApp group and the challenges we have seen in those groups, it has become imperative for us to address some certain structural challenges. The de facto government, the creation of this WhatsApp group or different media groups to accommodate people in different states is something that I would like to address this afternoon. And I believe that after this particular space, this address will be shared across Biafra land, especially to those concerned. The creation of the WhatsApp group state by state intention is to make sure it accommodates every executive of each state, from administrators down to the lowest, which is the district head. The idea is not to add every Tom and Jerry from each state in those WhatsApp group. So anybody that must be in your state WhatsApp group must be serving the government in one capacity or the other. It is not a public group where everybody can join. Our target is to make sure that the offices in each state is occupied by Biafra people. So it is the responsibility of the state executives, from the administrator of the state to the deputy, to the secretary, and to the deputy secretary, and down to the county head and to the district head, to make appointment of those Biafrans in their state who will serve Biafra people with genuinity and everything in their heart. They must be loyal to the government, both the de facto and the Biafra Republic government in exile. What we are looking for now at this point is not crowd. We understand that many states already has more than 300 people in those groups. We don't need those crowds. What we need now is the executives of each state to be in those WhatsApp groups and nothing else. The time for the people of each state to have their groups, or WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups, where information, communications will be passed to them, or announcements will be passed to them, the time is coming. Our main focus and target now is to put the de facto government cabinet in order. To build the cabinet, to make sure we occupy every cranny of Biafra land, to make sure that we have hold of every district within Biafra land, to make sure that by the time we finish with the de facto government executives, everywhere in Biafra land will be in our palm. That's the idea. The idea is not to add everybody, including the Nigeria DSS, knowingly into those groups. By the time we have a public groups, they can even come and join and see what we are doing, because the spirit of Biafra will arrest them. But for the time being, the message is very, very clear. We do not want anyone that is not part of the cabinet of the de facto government or your state executives, or serving in any capacity at the national level, to be in any of your state WhatsApp group. From today, any WhatsApp group that did not adhere to this particular directive will be shut down, and new appointment will be made to the administrators. So every administrator is mandated from tonight or from this afternoon to make sure that everyone who is in your group is either a serving executive of your state, or a serving member of the cabinet at the national level, or a member of the Biafra Republic government in exile, and that person is in a capacity to be in your WhatsApp group. Anybody that is not in this particular position is not supposed to be in a WhatsApp group. And for that reason, you are going to remove everybody, even if you are 500. Remove everybody that is not occupying any position within the government of Biafra from your group. When you have completed fixing and putting the qualified individuals into different positions, like I said, from the top to the lowest, which is the district head. After that, you are going to now begin to look at creating a public group for your state with your executives. And this public group is to bring as many Biafrans from your state as possible for the easier passage of messages, especially when the message has to do with information that will facilitate the implementation of directives that will be coming. This is very, very clear instruction. And this particular instruction should take effect immediately. Thank you very much. And we'll be taking questions both on this particular issue and the issue that's out there on the social media that people may want me to address. And I have just like 15 minutes with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you very much. And as we await people who have questions, but I would want to ask this question. Can anybody serve the homeland government from anywhere you are?
If you are in touch with your homeland, you can serve anywhere you are. We must have a proof that you are in touch in the homeland. So it is not limited to those in the homeland, especially we're looking at those in Africa countries to be part of it. Those who have influence in the homeland and you are residing anywhere in African countries, yes, you can serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you. Mazi Rafael Ajero, you're welcome, and you're being a co-host. Please, could you accept and come on board? Who has some questions? Chelsea Diehard. Chelsea Diehard, please. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. So, not even a question. I just want to thank our PM. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Although I'm having Chelsea Diehard on my profile name, but I'm also a Biafran, a very good one about that. And I want to say, Prime Minister, you are doing a great job. People may be presuming maybe the fact that I have Chelsea Diehard, then all I talk about is sports. No. I'm a Biafran too, and I follow your page. Right from the days I was in school in Imo State, I've been following Oyendu for over 8 years now. And since Oyendu left, I think you have been carrying us as if Oyendu just gave you the mandate. So I just want to say thank you for everything you are doing. And may Chukwu Kabiama protect and guide you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I must say that I used to read your comments all the time. So, thank you.
Right. I just take notice of you today.
What?
You're welcome, my brother. And my TV.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you, my Prime Minister. This is everyone. Please, comrade, I'm going to be operating and controlling the room because I'm in the noisy area. So let me just take care of the room while you bring in the people. Thank you so much, comrade.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. People recognize that hope it is questions rage and fury on each of them and go to the question.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Am I coming out loud?
Loud and clear.
Okay, a very big one. Good afternoon to my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Epa. I represent from the current Delta state under Biafra, and our capital is in Uvili. And it's been a while that I've been wanting to ask our leader this question. But before I go forward, I want to say a very big thank you to our Biafra Liberation Army for the great work they did yesterday. after they neutralized the enemy. I did not really understand the video on time until I realized that fine. After they neutralize the terrorists will come to our market to burn down our market. This is why our men have to go to the market to keep the market safe. Kudos to them. That was big. Thank you very much, Prime Minister. And my question is this. Like this contribution, like some of us, we live in Nigeria, but we are not really in Biafra land. How can we be part of this contribution in case we want to contribute our little quota? How do we get the information on how to contribute? That is my first question. And my second question is that the case of mad people, you know, here in Nigeria, sometimes you see mad people. They are so vulnerable. They are so exposed to all manner of danger. Sometimes when I look at them, my heart will be bleeding that how I wish I have money. I would have probably taken this one out and go and take her to where they can treat her and treat him. Stuff like that. Is the Biafra government having any plan for these people, sir? Those are my questions. Thank you very much for your great work, sir. We love you so much. As a matter of fact, you are like God to us. Thank you very much. I yield.
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. Let me start by addressing your second question, which is the mad people, the mad people in the streets. Yes, the Biafra government in exile already have a department that will be looking to make sure that the vulnerable people, like the mad people in the street, are well taken care of, and especially out of the street. But you know, it can never be implemented under Nigeria. So, as soon as Biafra comes, this is one of the most essential and priority that the Biafra government is going to embark on, making sure that those people that are very vulnerable people and those people that are, you know, facing a lot of challenges, mental challenge and all that, will be well taken care of. And of course, especially out of the street. That is the most important thing. Make sure they regain their sense and, you know, and they will have experts in those fields in the department of the cabinet of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and some of them are heading those departments. So yes, we have that. But like you see, it can never be implemented under Nigeria watch. So our main thing is to get our freedom, and those things will be a secondary problem. Number one question you asked is about the contribution from the homeland. Yes, the contribution in the homeland actually has been activated. Those states that have organized themselves have already started contribution. Alonso State, for example, has activated their contribution. Alonso State, we must give kudos to them. They have started contribution, and you know it is rising, you know, every day. So, but the contribution is not the main priority of the de facto government at this point. The main priority of the de facto government at this point is to organize the executives of each state first, laying that strong foundation to make sure that we are not porous to sabos. Sabos must come, but our structure and what we are doing now will end them. So we want to, first of all, organize the government, the cabinet, and make sure that they are not porous to these sabos and all the things that comes with it. Then we will go into the contribution. Of course, the money that will be raised from Biafra land will go a very, very long way in the liberation phase that we are into now. So after that, it is advisable that everybody will locate their state. And that's why the creation of the public groups for each state by the executive of each state is very, very necessary for information dissemination. So after that, the state executive will begin the collection of what we call the Biafra Liberation Tax. The Biafra Liberation Tax is something that every person, whether in Biafra land or outside Biafra land, will participate in paying. And like you see, the people in diaspora have already started paying the Biafra Liberation Tax. So if you go to the website, you're going to see a portal where the Biafra Liberation Tax is being paid, and you can pay as little as $5 or $10 a week. So it is a weekly payment. That weekly payment is something that we're going to also activate in Biafra land for the Biafra liberation tax. So, but first of all, we have to put the de facto government cabinet in order before we start that. But I thank those states who already started. But yet, it is not about money. And yet, it is all about money, because you cannot fight freedom without money. But first of all, I want to make sure that the executives of the de facto government is well grounded, and the foundation is will be as strong as possible, especially at this early stage, so that it will be able to withstand every sabo that is going to shake the foundation in the nearest future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think the question is well addressed. The Prince, unmute yourself and just raise your question.
Thank you, success. My great, Lord beloved Prime Minister, I greet you, sir. From my heart, I bow and I worry for you, sir. I will go straight to my question. My question goes like this. Like we that is in Biafra land that want to serve and serve with all our hearts. And it's unfortunate that I do not have any one that is in that government. How can I serve, or how can I contact and serve in a little way I can do? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have the chief security officer of each state, and we also have the chief security officer of the de facto government. And of course, when we talk about chief security officer, they have absolutely nothing to do with the Biafra Liberation Army, and they also have absolutely nothing to do with the Biafra resistance fighters. So it is only their main job is to screen those who would want to join the de facto government to see that they are not sabo. So all you have to do is to locate the chief security officer of the de facto government and make your intention known that you want to join the executive or you want to join to serve your state. You can also contact any of the state executives, from administrator down to the secretary, down to the deputy, that you want to join your state. You can also, if you at this point you do not know who is in the government or in your state, it means that you have not been following this Biafra, for a very, very long time. We operate a well-coordinated and organized community that, if you are in this struggle, you should be able to know someone from your state as it is. But if you don't know, the information will be made public. So I believe the de facto government cabinet are listening to this, and if they are not, we're going to pass a memo at the end of the day, so we can, if each state can make their number available in case somebody like you want to serve the state, who to contact and all that. Also, it is not just about the number. We are going to make the email available so that when you want to serve, you send your CV. Send your CV just like we did it in the government, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. When we were asking people to send their CV, a lot of people were mocking us in the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. A lot of them were mocking us. People were, even this idiot, they call Apororo, or whatever they call this, Akpakoro, what is this man said, that is making content. The idiots came online and started shouting, oh, they are recruiting, they say they are recruiting in the government. Can he come today?
His name is Parara.
That stupid idiot. Can he come today and make the video again? He can't. Because then he didn't see anything. So, but today, can he come and make a video again and mock what the Biafra Republic Government in Exile has done or what we are doing? Can he come today and mock our army? Can he come today and mock our navy? Can he come today and mock the Biafra resistance fighters? Can he come today and mock a very well sophisticated weapon carrying Biafra army? He can't. But then, because these are people, these are idiots who are using the opportunity that the social media have created, and they think they can make no comment and when they don't have a vision. So anyway, we're going to make this particular information public. Email, especially email, because I don't think telephone number will serve this purpose. So we need you to write and send us your CV, especially those of you who doesn't know anybody within your state. So we want to know you, because we know everybody that is in autopilot. We know those who have been following autopilot, and they are following autopilot genuinely before we form a government. So these are the people we know we can work with, without looking back that they are stubborn. But those of you who never joined anything we are doing until now, you have to send your CV so we know who you are and where you're coming from. So that information will be made public. And please, Rafael Ajare and Success, please remind me about this. So every state will have official email where people can send their CVs they want to serve the government. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Noted, sir. All right. The Prince, your question has been answered, and you have to go to the listening session for others to come in. I will bring in one drop. Drop, are you a human being? Drop. Are you there?
Okay. Oh, hey, Biafra. Thank you, my able Prime Minister, for a work well done for the restoration of Biafra. Thank you very much. My question is based on the upcoming IMO election. Recently, there have been a news circulating online that IPOB have won INEC against rigging of IMO election. So I want to know whether the Prime Minister have advised people to go and vote. I want to know your take based on this IMO election. Please just clarify us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No genuine Biafran will advise anybody to vote. So when you talk IPOB, please remember to add IPOB Nigeria. We don't have nothing like IPOB, and then the IPOB is telling you to go and vote in Imo State or one in INEC. Anybody that is talking in the name of IPOB and one in INEC means that is IPOB Nigeria. And like I said, these are criminals that were expelled from the Biafra movement. They have been working as a political, as a political pressure group for many years, and people didn't know this. They deceived Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Each time he said no election, they pressure him, and then at the dying minute he will come and say, "Okay, go and vote." So they turn everything to political pressure group. We are not political pressure group. We are Biafran, and we can never validate Nigeria. And let me make it very clear today. Biafra stand, the Biafra government stand is that Nigeria can never ever conduct election anymore in Biafra territory. Apart from that, Nigeria cannot be allowed to give us any killer in the name of administrator or dictator or in the name of governor or in the name of any nomenclature within the Biafra territory. We can never allow that again. So the issue of Imo State is very, very clear. We have declared lockdown curfew from the 9th to the 12th to make sure that we prevent Nigeria from selecting a killer that will come and kill our people again. We already have one killer, which is Hope Uzodinma. And let me tell you people that Hope Uzodinma have written results since last year. You also have a copy of that result. INEC that these criminals are talking about also have the result of Hope Uzodinma, that a result of election that have not been conducted. So whether you go out and vote, they are still going to call Hope Uzodinma. Whether you did not go out and vote, they are going to call Hope Uzodinma. Our idea and our agenda now is to continue to fight, to delegitimize whoever that is there, whether it is Hope, whether it is any other person, but as I can assure you, they are not going to call any other person apart from Hope. And we're already fighting him. Did you vote for Hope in the first place before he became the governor of Imo State? The answer is no. Did you also vote for the president of Nigeria today before he becomes the president of Nigeria? The answer is no. Our focus now is not to validate Nigeria. What these criminals are trying to do is to validate Nigeria, because once you go out to vote, you have validated Nigeria. So we don't want to validate Nigeria. It does not matter whoever they announce, we can never validate Nigeria by going out to vote. So anybody that tells you to go out and vote is agent of Nigeria. Our agenda is very, very clear. We will not go out to vote, and nobody will be allowed to conduct any Nigeria election in Biafra land. What we are looking for is an opportunity to conduct a true referendum, which is the only democratic process accepted globally, where everybody will have the opportunity to vote and be voted for, where people can make their choice whether they want to be part of this evil entity or not. And then after that, we go into a democratic process, a true democracy, where people will have the opportunity to vote and be voted for. Thank you very much. So we are not validating any Nigeria in Imo State. And we have made that particular point very, very clear. And anybody that tells you to go out there and vote is agent of Nigeria. Like I said, they are Nigeria political pressure group, not IPOL, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question and answer to that question. And I want to organize our mother Carolina and the mother Katam. Welcome. Tama to him. You're welcome. And I want to tell our journalists from Israel that the Biafra Republic government in exile and the federal government in homeland, which is Biafra as a whole, is standing shoulder to shoulder with the people of the state of Israel. All of us are fighting this very war of self-preservation from the barbaric elements killing people everywhere. And this is what the Biafran Liberation Army and all our national fighters are resisting Nigerian terrorist government from killing our people the same way Israel is resisting Hamas and all their terrorist allies from killing Israel. We are together in the business of preservation. So thank you, you're welcome. One name, you are there. Go to the question. Our PM doesn't have much time again with us. And if any of you be part of this very program by communicating to our Prime Minister, the floor is open. One name, are you there? Please unmute yourself. One name, are you talking or not? If you're not talking, then mute yourself. Let me go to another person.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Please solve the problem. I can come back. Muted already. And Mazi Simon, Ekpa disciple, are you there? Please go to your questions.
Yeah, Mr. Success, thank you so much. I appreciate
thank you.
Remember Allah. Yeah, our PM. I can come again. Odogu. Because came out with a question, but it's a plea. It's an
please speak in English. Speak it in English. We are talking to the whole world.
I said my own is not all that a question, but it's a plea to our PM. Yeah. The last two or 3 days ago, there is a post he made on Facebook. I commented on it, and I fought a lot with some people. He said something about Ohaneze being worse than Hamas. That is pertaining what happened at Lord Banta, that cattle market that Ojizokalo gave to Fulani people. It's near my village. So where Abia State Governor Alessoti, with his task force, they discovered over 80 corpses, even up to 100, some headless. So we were arguing about that. So our PM, my plea goes like this: please, sir,
that place is becoming a very much killing zone for Fulani people. How can such thing be happening when all these useless governors are there? I know that are useless. You are the only, and the Biafra government in exile, and our Biafra Liberation Army, and our ESN. Those are our only hope. What is happening there? Please, our PM, something should be done about that area, because sometimes in our village group, I hear people complaining they kidnap men, some people, some women coming from market. Even the other day, I was talking to my cousin brother. Everybody, they are afraid to go into village again. So PM, I'm on my knees, please begging. Something should be done about that as is. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We have taken note of the report from the so-called governor. At least it is coming from them, not us. You know, when we talk, they say we are faking it. Sometimes when we talk, they say it is propaganda. So we are very, very happy that the report this time is coming from the said for the so-called governor. But we are working on something that the Biafra people will know about very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Ahaya, please, you wait while Mother Carolina goes first, because here it is ladies first. Mother Carolina, please unmute yourself, then go to the question.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. There were our PM. Please, there is a question I want to ask. There is one video I saw this week that where they born one woman and a man. Please, PM, I don't know what that woman did that make them to born that lady. Please, can you tell our people, I'm asking, please, can you tell our people not to be burning people anyhow, even if they did anything? Now we are in government, we are no more IPOB, we are in Biafran government in exile. Please, can you tell them to stop burning our people, especially women? This is my first time seeing somebody burn a mother like me. When I saw it, I cannot bear it. And people are there watching them. They burn this woman alive, a mother like me. Please, can we do something about that? Ndewo.
Thank you very much. That is exactly what we are doing. We are doing something about it. This space now, putting up the de facto government and everything, is something we are doing about it. And remember that the people that burned these people are the agent of Nigeria state, employed by Soludo. So Soludo is directly responsible for that particular burning of two Biafrans, no matter what they did. And that is a very, very shocking and very condemnable, murder of innocent Biafran, because they remain innocent. Since no law court has actually sentenced them. So they remain innocent until they are dead. So it is something that is very heartbreaking, and that's why we are opting out of Nigeria. That can never happen in Biafra or in a Biafra-controlled territory. It can never, ever happen. And of course, like you see, the thing died off. Did you see anybody writing petition about it? Because Nigeria is evil. Did you see anybody making protest about it? Nigeria is evil. If it is Simon Ekpa, or if it is Biafra people, which they can never do, you will see it everywhere. If it was during the lockdown that will say sit at home and then you see people, but hey, you are not going to, everywhere, by now Finland will be on fire. By now the embassy of Finland, they will be protesting there. By now they will summon the entire Nigeria, everywhere will be on fire. But you see, they are licensed to kill our people and nobody cares. So when you see them fighting what we do that is bringing results, it's not because they care. They never cared. That's what we are trying to let our people know. These are people who are ready to kill anybody to maintain their status quo. They don't care about you. They kill at will. They don't respect human life. They don't respect what God has done, created. And that is why we are here in this place today. That's why we have the Biafra Liberation Army. That's why we are fighting the Nigeria terrorist state. And that's why, for example, yesterday, they died like chicken. And they will continue to die every day. They come to kill, they die. So we have declared those people that burnt those two Biafrans wanted in Biafra land. And that particular announcement has been made officially. So we are still calling on Biafrans in those places where this thing took place to give information of those people. Because when you look at them, they are not just a random people. They are people employed by Soludo, and we need information to capture them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And this is, Nigeria doesn't have respect for life, especially when it comes to Biafran life. They don't care how we die, and in fact, it's not their business. And this is why the de facto government will do everything possible to wrap up these idiots and make sure they are out of our circle. We don't need them. We don't need them. So, Ahaya, you are there. Please unmute your mic and ask your questions.
Greetings, everyone, and all protocol are fully observed. Thank you, my PM, for everything that you have been doing for the restoration of Biafra. Only those with high faculty can see that Biafra is already here. My question is, people always give accolades to Nelson Mandela for liberating his country, but behind the scenes, South Africa is still under control of few cabal, whom Rothschild is among them. The question is, now that we have started going into treaties with different countries, how can we ensure that our case must never be the same? Thank you for having me, and thank you, my PM, for the good job.
Our case can never, ever be the same in the sense that we are not South Africans. We are hardworking people. We scattered all over the world, contributing to each country where we find ourselves. So we are not the same. I don't know why people will be comparing us with South Africa. South Africans that are protesting and chasing away blacks, that taking away their jobs and all that. Do you think Biafra will be so, let me not use the word that will trigger something, but do you think that Biafra will just sit back and, and not work it? No. We are hard-working people everywhere we are. So you cannot compare us with South Africa, please, no matter what. We are completely different people. We struggle, we work hard, and we're going to show that particular zeal when Biafra comes. Just the way we become billionaires with 20 pounds after the Biafra war. We are going to even be more than what we have done so far under Nigeria. Under Nigeria's suppressive government and oppressive government. So thank you very much. We're going to be completely different.
Right, thank you. And we have only about 2 people to ask questions, then we'll call it a day so that this announcement that the PM made earlier can be duplicated into different formats for people to listen to it. Shooks, unmute yourself. Then after you, Agujembe goes. Shooks, are you there?
Thank you, my people. Our Prime Minister, as Simon Dogu. My own is not just a question, but I am in French. I went to a program for Kayes today, and I have been hearing that they have built a police station in Amoga, and that place they call Ama Hausa. And I decided to go home through that way, and I saw it, police station staged there. Government of Nigeria, they do everything to protect the terrorists. Just as in Abia, they have killed people, and they did nothing. What they are doing now is putting fence and gate for them to continue the mayhem. Please, my Prime Minister, we know what to do to these police stations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Copy. Continue, please. I think it's not a question.
My friend,
Okay, thank you, sir.
there's somebody here who need to know.
Okay.
Success. Let's see what the question Critic News has for our Prime Minister. Just give me the
No. Critic News is a distraction. We don't need him. You come here to distract us.
Hello.
Critic News.
I have a question. If there is nothing you can, hello.
Mute yourself.
Success, allow him.
Success, allow him to ask the question, please. Go ahead, Critic News. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Good afternoon, House. Good afternoon, everybody. Please, I have questions. Hello, can you people hear me?
Go ahead. You have 50 seconds, please. Go ahead.
Okay, which is 1 minute. All right. My question is, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Government in Exile, have said that Biafra is coming in 2023, which is this year. We have few months to go. And I want to ask if it is still coming. And he said that he's going to stop the Imo State election. Of course, I support the delegitimization of Nigeria. If anybody can stop Nigeria, I'll be happy. But what has been causing problems is when there are lies. And I ask questions, then people go to the... That is where I have problems. Another time I see the video, Simon wrote, which is...
Critic News, I've listened to you. Asking the question, you're already accusing somebody of lying.
That's why I said it's a distraction. I said it's a distraction.
No, wait. Can you just omit him? Allow him to talk.
All right, I'm meeting him now. Oh, yeah, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now? You see me?
Go ahead and ask your question. I stop insinuating. Ask your question.
I've asked questions already. I said that Biafra is coming in 2023, and the second is going to stop the Imo State election. Yes, like I said, that
Nobody is hearing what you
are not hearing.
Nobody is hearing what. But let me address you.
All right.
First of all, are you a Biafran? Unmute yourself, please. Are you a Biafran?
Unmute yourself, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you asking your question now. Are you a Biafran?
Of course I am. Sure.
So what are you contributing in the Biafra liberation?
All right, that's a good question. I have made several contributions which I'm not going to make public here, okay? Anyways, which you all have seen that I'm also a broadcaster.
You are not a broadcaster for Biafra.
Okay, wait, Mr. Simon. Let me
answer my question. Can I answer my question? What have you contributed to the Biafra liberation?
I still demand an apology for not to I was waiting for this opportunity.
I don't know whether you are doing this on purpose. When you want to talk, nobody's hearing you. So can you answer my question?
Living in a public place. That's why.
I have a problem here. Let me change to another phone, okay? Let me change another phone. I'm coming in right back.
You have that time to wait for him to go and finish another phone.
No. Just wait him. We can have 5 minutes of it. I want to really address him.
Perfect. My battery is running out. In case my battery runs out, please you handle him judiciously. I still have like 10% of my battery. So let's wait for him.
All right. Wait for that Nikompu. Jay, please submit yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Master Success. Thank you for giving this privilege to ask our Prime Minister a question. Please, Prime Minister, may your days be long and every other protocol observed. My question goes like this, please. We can see they say when we are lacking information, we are deformed.
And in order not to allow us to be deformed, is there any plan that we're supposed to use to inform our people, more especially those that are in secondary school? When it comes to villages in local area, many of them are lacking information. So is there any form to create something like a student command that supposedly should be educating them, telling them how we are projecting, how we are trajecting, and to make a Biafran freedom a formidable and a non-stoppable one? Thank you. That's my question, please.
Thank you very much. All those things will follow as soon as we finished in constituting the Biafra de facto government and they go into full functional, full functionality. So whatever that is going to come will come after we have finished setting up the de facto government of Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM. Thank you.
So has he come back?
All right, that's it. I have not seen him. He's not back yet.
Let me address his question because I know he may not come back again.
Okay.
The thing is that we have a process we are following. These are people who never contributed anything to the Biafra liberation. He is making a living from the Biafra liberation. He's making a living from the content we are creating. He's making a living from my broadcast. And like I have already said before in some of our meetings, we may start taking down his pages, starting from any time soon, because he can't be using my image, my video, and talking against Biafra. Everything he does is against Biafra. Whenever somebody approached him, he never fronted any negative, any positive thing about the liberation of Biafra. He is here asking questions whether Biafra is coming to 2023 as if he has actually contributed anything. We are the one feeding him by creating the content he is using to make money on social media. And he never contributed anything. He never supported whatever we're doing positively. And that is one. That is part of one aside. Biafra liberation and Biafra agitation has been there since 1967 until Wazirike started it again in 1999. And when this nincompoop will come to social media and say Samanekpa is going to bring Biafra in 2023, something that some of them has fought for 20-some months. There is a process that you need to undergo, and that is the process we are undergoing now. First, we have created Biafra. First of all, we have what we call autopilot. Since 2021 to 2022, from 2022, let everybody know this, that let it be on record, that I came on board fully from 2022. It was in 2022, February, that we expelled the DOS. 28 February 2022, we expelled DOS by voting. So from February 2022, I came on board fully. From February 2022 till this time now, which is November 2023, we have moved from autopilot to Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Remember that then, there is no gun, there is no ammunition, there is no weapon on the ESN. ESN had nothing. And some of them see what was going on, hit and run and collect. That was what was happening before we stepped into the game. So from 2022, February, to this point, we've been able to, modify everything to become a more organized structure. We moved from autopilot agitation to the Biafra government in exile. We have moved from the Biafra government in exile to now forming a de facto government. During this process, we've acquired sophisticated weapons, created the Biafra Liberation Army. They say we were just 17 people. Now we told them we are over 100,000 people, and they are not denying it. They have not debunked it because they have seen the numbers in one state alone. In addition to that, we've acquired sophisticated weapons, including anti-aircraft machine gun. We have showcased GPMG in surplus. We have showcased RPG in surplus. We're not even talking about AK-47, FM magazine, and all that. We've not talked about other machine guns that were purchased for the Biafra Liberation Army to make sure that the Nigerian army state terrorists do not come to our land and burn and kill and go free like they normally do. We've been able to also unveil the Biafra resistance fighters. We've been able to equip them, feed them up to this point. So it is a process that this nincompoop and uneducated idiot in social media don't understand. I don't know the level of his education. I don't know whether he went to secondary school at all. He found himself in Italy and began to make broadcasts. He is not educated, so he can't reason like me. I am well-educated person. I hold a master's degree in law and also still pending a doctorate degree. So you cannot reason like me. And I cannot be here arguing with somebody who is not educated, who just found himself somewhere in Italy where, and then you buy a gadget and start making broadcasts and you think you can reason like me? No. I spent many years researching, educating myself to the level of this mental toughness you see today. So I don't expect you to reason like me. You are a low-class person who is very, very uneducated. That is number one. So now, having the structure of how to liberate Biafra is not something that is going to say it is going to happen yesterday. I remember some of you are making broadcasts saying, I said 160 days or 150 days Biafra will come. Yes. The process of that 150 days Biafra will come have achieved its aim. What the idea of 150 days is to throw Nigeria off balance during the election. We achieved it. We threw Nigeria off balance because of our countdown. They started calling Finland. They started inviting the ambassador of Finland. It started creating the highest global awareness on Biafra. We achieved it. If it is not because of the countdown I'm counting and they think that I'm going to throw bomb in Aso Rock, nobody will even listen. They did not take me serious in the first place. Today, are they going to say they don't take me serious again? No. It created the wave, the shock wave that almost shook the foundation of Nigeria from February 2023, leading to what shambolic thing they say. They even forged a letter that the Prime Minister of Finland have ordered for the arrest of Simon Ekpa. It's because of the countdown, 150 days countdown. Everything is a process. This war we are fighting is war of brain. The same people are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many times have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that Biafra is coming? Did it come? It is a game that you must understand. How many times have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that Biafra is coming this day and this year and all that? Did the Biafra come? Are we not still fighting for Biafra? Everything is not about what you said. It is a process and the tactics that you must understand how freedom is being fought. Use what we call propaganda, a positive and realistic propaganda against your enemy. And that's what we have done. So now, the 150 days has passed. The idea of 150 days is not that to declare Biafra. Your Biafra that Wazirike did not declare since 1999. I'm going to declare it between 2022 and 2023. The Biafra that it could not get from 1967, is this Simon Ekpa that is going to declare it between 2022 and 2023? All of you are just very idiotic. What we need to do is to, first of all, lay a very strong foundation that will put Nigeria into off balance and then declare Biafra. And let me tell you the process of the declaration of Biafra so that you will follow it one step at a time. Now, we have formed the Biafra Republic of Bentin Exile. We have built cabinet. We have constituted even we've been able to conduct a self-referendum convention in Finland. And some of you illiterate like this critics news, you don't even know the difference between self-referendum convention and the referendum. Some of you were in your own program, you were reporting that they are conducting referendum in Finland. We never conducted a referendum in Finland. What we did is a convention to put a structure, process, step by step, how Biafra will come. That's what we did in Finland. So in Finland, we adopted what we call the Helsinki Declaration. It's a charter which has formed the constitution of Biafra. You cannot be fighting for freedom without constitution. You cannot be fighting for freedom without without a base. Now, so all these things we were doing before, it is Helsinki that actually gave the Biafra the base that is needed. Now the structure has been built in Finland, which is this charter of the Confederated State of Biafra. From Finland now, we have come to know officially that Biafra is going to be a confederation. Now, from that confederation, if you went to school, you will know the meaning of confederation. Confederation itself means that everybody is on its own. Now we have adopted and voted Finland. Or dictating a charter. What happened in Finland is that every delegation from all over the world, being represented by countries they live in, came to Finland, gathered in Finland to vote to adopt the Charter of Biafra in Finland. So everybody, every country in the whole world is represented, even from Australia. Now they came to Finland, we unveiled the Biafra Charter, and it was put into vote. And every delegation from all over the world representing different countries where Biafra in exile are located or where Biafrans in diaspora are located voted to accept and adopt the Biafra Charter, Confederation Charter of Biafra. Now it has come into, it becomes a law of the Biafra people. Now from that charter, after adopting that charter gave us the right and the power to begin to unveil every other thing that follows and make us a formidable government. We have been able to form and unveil the Biafra Liberation Army officially in Finland from the power that has been vested on us through the Charter of Biafra. We have been able to also unveil the Biafra Resistance Fighters, which is the armed forces of the Biafra government. We have been able to also unveil the Biafra Navy, the Biafra Air Force. Even though we don't have aircraft yet, we have Biafra Air Force Department. Now, it is the charter that empowered us to do that, and that charter has been activated in Finland. So, after having activated this charter, we have also activated the Biafra de facto government in Biafra land from the charter. It's a process. Now, we have not even finished setting up the de facto government, and this idiot is here asking me whether Biafra is coming to 2023. That 2023 is going, because he's looking for something to go and start talking rubbish when you don't even know. Even when you go to his topic, so his topic is pushing on social media, you find out the smelling illiteracy in him. He cannot even construct a topic. When you say a topic, you say Simon Ekpa pushing Opus Adema is slave, just to look for people to, to comment, and he thinks that we are not seeing all those. I have seen all those things. Now, we are trying to set up a de facto government cabinet in Biafra land. We must do it in a way that is going to be very, very formidable, that we do not lose any guard. This requires work, it requires time, it requires zeal, and it requires above all knowledge and intelligence of many people. Now we are working on that, and today this space is to come and lay a background on what we want this Biafra de facto government to be, how we are going to make sure that we build the platform, the groups, on a very solid rock. That is the reason why I've come to announce that the people that in the group today in each particular state of the Biafra de facto government must be executive. After that we have completed having the executive in those groups, then we know that everybody in that group is debrooted from autopilot down to the de facto government, because we must have people who support and have the same idea like us. We must have people who have the same ideology with me in the government. We must have people who agree with what I'm doing in the de facto government. We must have people who respect and obey me in the de facto government. We must have people who are loyal to me and to the Biafra Republic government in exile, in the de facto government. Anybody that is not loyal to what I'm saying must not be there. So it takes time to reach. And know those who are going to be loyal to me and to the Biafra Republic government in exile. So after this whole process, before we begin to enforce and activate a full delegitimization of the Nigerian government within Biafra land, this thing takes time. It is not something that somebody like you who didn't go to school will understand how it works. You have never participated in the country where you live in politics. You don't know what is international law. You don't know nothing about international politics. I am the one. I am the one who takes responsibility of creating the Biafra Liberation Army. Can you do it? You don't know anything to do. You don't know how to do it, and you don't know that it's actually possible. I am the one who is taking responsibility of creating the Biafra resistance fighters. I am the one who is taking responsibility of bringing arms to arm our people for self-defense. You don't have anything, you don't know anything how to do it. You cannot do it because you're not educated. I am the one who put my life on the line to make sure to make everybody to understand that you can actually buy arms, sophisticated weapons, and to defend your land. I am the one who have come publicly to tell you that when Nigeria army terrorists are killing, you can actually take your gun and kill them back with self-defense. I post it on social media. You cannot do that. I take responsibility of defending Biafra people. So it is something that takes time. And we cannot tell you that Biafra is coming in 2023 when this foundation has not been built and put very strongly that Nigeria cannot break it. We are fighting a nation of over $20 billion. We are fighting a very corrupt nation that can buy anybody all over the world. We are fighting a very corrupt nation that are very rich and at the same time very poor. We are fighting a nation that is being backed by the United States. We are fighting a nation that is being backed by Europe. We are fighting a nation that have interest, that many nations of the world have business interests in this nation called Nigeria, in this country, because it's not a nation. Now, for you to be able to fight successfully and win, you need extraordinary intelligence from God, which God has given to me. So you, that is called Critics News, should from today desist from using my picture and images for your selfish, gainful propaganda. I will start the process of closing every of your page down. And I'm very, very happy that I have come to this place to ask questions. So now, after having constituted the Biafra de facto government, and we make sure that the government is now very strong and very, very strongly built in a very strong foundation, we will continue the delegitimization of Nigeria, which is making sure we start taking military barracks one after the other. After that, when we have finished taking the military barracks, including attempting to take state government or government houses, which is going to happen, we will now go into what we call the preparation for self-referendum. It is something that takes time. Self-referendum will be conducted in Biafra land when we have weakened the security apparatus of Nigeria within Biafra land. We will start the process of self-referendum. And this self-referendum will be facilitated by the de facto government that we are putting in place now. So it is from the district head to the county head to the state administrator that we're going to use to conduct a self-referendum. And like I have announced, we are going to provide a gadget for the collection of data of Biafra people within the Biafra land. It is going to be possible using this particular de facto government in the homeland. So the de facto government in the homeland, from the district head to the county head to the state administrator to every other state executive, will activate the process of collecting the data of every Biafra. We are going to go house to house, door to door at the end of the day. It's going to take time for us to collect the entire data of Biafra people. And when we are collecting this data, it is going directly to the database of Biafra in America as being verified by Jumio. Jumio verification comes with the ID card. But this data collection comes differently through a website that will be public in a matter of days. So this is a thing that takes time. And with this data collection, after we have collected the data of those who agree they want to be Biafra, because it's not everybody in Biafra land that want to be part of Biafra, and that's why we have referendum. So when we have collected this data, we can now go into the organizing and preparing and planning for the self-referendum using the data we have collected. We're going to collect data from the homeland. We're going to collect data from everybody in diaspora. We will start the process of the self-referendum. The people in diaspora will be given opportunity. I believe that Biafra will be the only country that will give the opportunity to the citizens in diaspora to participate in referendum, because we are going digital. So we are going to be the first nation in the history of this planet that will conduct a self-referendum, and people in diaspora is going to have the opportunity to vote. This requires money. Do you know how much it costs to build a database? You don't know, because you are not educated. And when I say you are not educated, I'm not trying to insult you, because you are not. Now, for you to even have the idea what I'm giving you now requires a high-level understanding of international politics. It requires a high-level research. You cannot research. You don't know what is research. You don't know what is international law. You don't know what is anything have to do with law of a state. You do not know. So for you to even understand what I'm saying, you have to first of all go back to school for at least to spend another 7-8 years and do research to understand how international politics work and how international law work. You can never do that at your age. So you listen when I'm talking, you listen. You don't need to start asking me questions because you don't even have any questions to ask me. Your questions are not reasonable. You should be asking me, what are we doing to make sure that the Biafra liberation comes to fruition? Not to tell me, is it coming in 2023, where you have not contributed anything other than creating chaos in your nonsense media propaganda. You can't even properly address your topic in your media. Go to your page today. You are going to be seeing nonsense thing that Biafra army flee, 2,000 people killed, 2,500 killed, just because you have a space, just because you have opportunity to use social media and you have computer. Ordinarily, you are not supposed to be talking when people who are in the media are talking because you are a complete buffoon. I don't know. In fact, you are a complete idiot. Now, I am still trying to tell you what we are doing to get Biafra so that you go and start talking rubbish about Biafra is coming to town. It takes a lot of time. After we have done all this, we will now go into. Raphael, can you mute yourself, please? After all this, we will now go into the self-referendum, which, like I have explained, will take a lot of time. After we have conducted self-referendum, we are going to announce the result of the self-referendum conducted by the Biafra government in exile in collaboration with the de facto government. And in case you do not understand what government in exile can do, government in exile is empowered by international law to conduct election in a territory they control. They also have the power to form a political party when they have a largest control of the territory where they come from. So some of you do not know all these prerequisite requirements because you are not educated. Now, after that, when we have conducted the self-referendum and announced it, we are going to declare Biafra after that. It is only after that we are going to declare Biafra if the international community and Nigeria did not pay listening ear to the referendum we have conducted. We will declare Biafra, and by then, we will have all manner of arms and ammunition you can think of to make sure we defend our land. By then, you are going to see state that will supply us with arms. We defend it, we will start pursuing. By then, let me tell you, not even a governor in your state will be, we have the guts to come and stay in the government house. By then, everywhere will go. So, my brother, please change your ways. All this, your nonsense propaganda is just something that when I look at them, sometimes I laugh. And first of all, go and read. Go to school in Italy where you are. There is possibility for you to go to school. Go and get yourself educated. Not just because you have access to computer, you can come on social media and start talking when someone else is talking. We are not made, both intellectually and otherwise. We are not made at all. Go and get yourself educated before you can come and start asking me questions. Because your question is just, as stupid as a chick is still looking for where to eat something in the dustbin. You are not qualified to ask me a question. Thank you very much. I think by now you should be able to know something how Biafra is going to come, at least if you understand the broken English I'm speaking. Thank you.
Okay, can I speak now, please?
No, you cannot speak, please. I've addressed everything you want to say. So, sources. After
all right, I think
after schooling him, he want to speak. He want to bring his illiteracy to speak.
I know that guy here. That guy his own illiteracy is smelling everywhere. He's an idiot. I think. Hey, can we still take more questions?
We have Alex. We have Alex in the house. Alex might have a question for the PM. Alex, media, please give him.
All right. Alex, go ahead.
Nobody should ask me a question about when Biafra is coming. I actually address everything. What you should know.
Yes, you have exhausted this PM. You have exhausted that. Thank you, PM.
Alex, go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Greetings from here. I hope everybody can hear me loud and clear.
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Prime Minister. You are doing a wonderful job. But let me ask some questions, please. PMO, please. That statement where you make by say bring it down someone page, me myself don't live by it because you know why? This all thing we are doing now. Please now meet yourself now. Can you feedback? Hello.
What I say? What I say?
Hello. I dey talk now. Now will let me talk. What will happen?
You know,
Go talk now.
Ask question.
I mean, this one.
Okay.
Not asking questions.
My question, PM. You said there will be no election in Biafra land in Imo State, but I know that after this no election, this man, Hope Uzodinma, will definitely be the governor of the state. What are you going to do about that one?
I have addressed that. He did not follow. He did not start listening to this before this, and I will not go back and start listening. I've addressed that. I've said that. I know that with or without election, they are going to announce him as a winner because I am aware that they have written results last year. So, but what we are going to do is to continue to fight him. Thank you.
Okay, my PM, I like you so much, but why I don't normally come to space that when someone want to speak his mind, your media always they only give us a buzzword, which is not fine because I have the right to reason out of the box. I have the right to reason out of the box. I love you, but
all right. Yes, you see, we must humble all of them one by one. Does not matter who they are. We must humble all of them. I think. Okay, sorry, Mazigo, please omit yourself. Then after you, I think we'll call it a day.
Thank you so much, my honorable Prime Minister. I salute, I greet, and all the men of Calabar. I can see success. I can see the Deputy Minister for Information, Mazajere, and every other person here. Both those welcome to mock, get gossip. I greet all of you. Anyway, I was really angry when that Buffon called British News was here. As for me, I will bet it's a good thing that he came, and our Prime Minister have taken time to address him and address other things that have been he has been doing. That guy is not a Biafra. We should look into. If you look at himself, you will see that he's not a Biafra. This British News in the past, before now, he was raising funds. People were donating. Ask him, who is he contributing? What did he use those money for? He's a criminal using the platform to steal from innocent Biafrans. And those things will no longer be tolerated. But I'm so happy that our Prime Minister have just explained everything to him. Tell him who he really is. I'm happy. So our Prime Minister, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Biafrans.
All right, thank you very much. I have to leave. So I think success, you can take it off from here. And please, thank you for listening to this broadcast or this space discussion today. Hopefully, I'm going to be on the space again. Thank you all for listening. The media house that are here, thank you. I can see our brother from Israel. Also, thank you for joining this space. Our brother from Israel. And then, of course, all of you that are here, thank you for listening. We continue and we move. Bless you all. May God bless Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you, PM.
Thank you, Every Prime Minister. Thank you very much. And as you can see, everything is organized by the Spirit. And with the kind of enlightenment you have given as regards to Biafran restoration, I think people can now know that, yes, you have the template to restore Biafra. Thank you very much. Till next time, we'll meet again on this place. Thank you. Mazi Rafa, do you have anything to go by as we wrap up the program?
Thank you so much, Comrade Success. Thank you, my senior brother, my elder brother, Ugo 247. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that came on, and all the places that came in here without